Florence wearing the Jeep yellow jersey to close out 2016 takes on Jadson Andre and North Shore legend Gavin Beschen. He's lived here for over 20 years, originally from San Clemente.
You know, just freestyling, and tell you what, when that guy's freestyling, he's unbeatable.
Seeing the rotation on the left for Jadson Andre. Saw an air section, went for it. We've had some great performances on the open face today. A lot of rights, but the goofy foot looks left, finds a wedge, and punts it above the lip. Meanwhile, Beschen getting a little reform to work with, had a little right-hand wedge to finish up on.
As takes off, and this wave is going to sort of grow as it goes down the line. You can see him building his speed. Now it hits the section. A lot of sand under the water there, so a little bit of wobble, and just a nice little warm-up wave for Gavin. Style master as he brings this one through the inside and kicks out. So a nice little opener right there for Gavin Beschen. But have a look at this from Jadson Andre. One of the rare lefts into the wind. A degree of difficulty, super high right there. The crowd loved that. And that was a pretty high maneuver right there. Tail right up in the air, Joe. Let's have a look at Jadson. It all starts with the bottom turn to get that spring in his step. You can see him crouching and now unloads. Look how high the board is above the lip right there, Joe. That was amazing. Lands it perfectly, comes out of that maneuver and backs it up with a couple more turns. So a good opener right there for Jadson Andre.
Board flares out toward the beach. He's inverted and he pulls around the reverse. Here's Gavin just throwing a shaka to his friends and family on the beach when he said that he was in the event. Remember, we had 16-year-old Finn McGill win. Gavin, 41, second to get a spot in. And now a running right for the world champ, John Florence, nailing the end section. Had a vertical turn before that.
Let's have a look at John. Straight off the bottom and into that first turn right there. You can see the confidence is up. Trademark maneuver to finish that off there. I love the style that he's got. It's so unique. Keeps his hands very quiet down the bottom next to his body. But John definitely has that.
Jadson Andre now to strike. Choosing his backhand this time. Nice easy carve to get this one going. Forced to just carve it again. Didn't have much to work with. He's out of there. He's going to get credit for the punt on the left, which will be a pretty solid number. A 7.0 for Andre. Putting himself in a good position for the back end of the seat. What happened on the right putts?
Yeah, you know, I was expecting him to kick out right after this first turn. Almost thought about it there, didn't he? You can tell he was sort of wondering, what am I doing on this wave? We see John
just up and out real quick. So Andre just pacing his way through a couple of cars. Now 2 scores to come in for the world champ. For Gavin Beschen, it's a real local favorite pick. He's got that real nice, happy, aloha spirit about him. Everyone says hi to him and they're happy to see him in this event. He's got a daughter and a son that he's really proud of. His daughter cut his hair to this level, what we see today, which is rare to see him without those locks going down his waist. A little miss hit off the top for Gavin. He goes down. From a 3-time world champ, a 4-time pipe master, Andy Irons, which you can grab. Watching this now, John Florence. Fun looking frontside carve. Layback on the next decision. Going vertical, and he runs out of room on the landing. 2 big hooks before the fall, and just needed a 3-2-8, so we're going to see a lead change, Potts.
Yeah, just a beautiful couple of turns right there. That searing, slashing turn, and then right here, that trademarks sort of layback. Got nice and vertical, but just poked the nose. Kind of maybe took his eye off the prize just a little bit, maybe focusing on what was coming up next.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great to make a final here at Pipe. I love this wave, so it would be good, but doesn't look that good, you know, like for Pipe. I think we're gonna serve pretty much turns.
They're always making little tweaks in the equipment throughout a season on tour. Watching this now, it's going to be Jadson Andre with a room to move on the right. Nice clean carve. It's going soft, so he's got to find the pocket on the second turn. Now winding up for the finish. Belts the lip, and he's down.
I was surfing with Connor yesterday, and he chipped the nose of his board off from hitting the bottom. Nice opening turn there from Jadson. This wave goes a little fat, so he's got to try and milk it through the inside and then goes down right there. You can see he was, looking down the face of the wave, probably staring straight into...
Last year's Pipe Master. Very happy to get that insight on the scoring, what the judges are looking for in these conditions today. Gavin Beschen styling his way under the hood real quick. He'll fade. And now look for a big finish down the line. A little speed turn under the lip, and he'll just form his way through a lengthy float. Always looks like he's having a good time.
Absolutely. Styles for miles. He's just cruising through that one all the way to the beach, and he'll do the bit of a run around. I wonder where Pete is. Normally Pete's jogging up the beach with the competitors. Look at the style on Gavin Beschen. Beautiful bottom turn right there. Stalls underneath the hood. This wave goes a little quiet through this midsection. And Gavin, not one to rush things, just taking his time. Bit of a float right there and then up and over the whitewater. So Gavin's looking for a big score, Joe, 9.77.
That's right, and this wave for John was ridden during the break.
Yeah, this was, this is an amazing wave from John. Just absolutely lights it up. That's better from him. Doesn't make the same mistake twice and finishes off. Super critical section on the inside there. And a massive score dropping for John Florence, our new world champion 2016. And he is surfing free as a bird right there.
Looking loose and radical. It's an 8.83 for John.
Pipeline Masters, the last event on the championship tour. Second last is Portugal, so one event to spare.
This is Jadson. Had to fade the takeoff to set up that section. Nice and easy off that rooftop hack. Still has some speed and not a whole lot of room to move, so he's got to get straight out of there. Started off with a great strategy. Went left, 7.0, inverted air reverse. And I guess the cool part about fantasy players, since Kelly's in Tier B, they didn't have to choose John or Kelly. They got to maybe get them both on their team. Meanwhile, Beschen gets barreled. Forms out the roundhouse cutback and kicks out. Said he just wanted to get one good wave. Let's take another look.
Yeah, just nice stall right there. Backdoors that section, not a deep tube right, and then that beautiful stylish cutback. Even his kickouts have got style right there. Gavin Beschen looking for a combination of 15.44. Oh, wow.
And that dream really came true. So he'll be back on tour. Now he's free to roam. Up on the left now. And he'll just kick out. So down passing the 5-minute warning, Gavin and Andre. As we see John now dig in with priority. He pulls into the barrel, staying deep. Still traveling. Florence punches out. Now setting up a finishing move. Gets into this inside corner, taps it shut, and gets out of there. Florence is enjoying.
For Jadson and Gavin, let's have a look. Okay, slides underneath that lip right there, just driving through that little bonus section at the end even. And then milks it all the way through. So our world champion showing us why he is the world champion. Making it look oh too easy. Joe, look at this. Beautiful shot from the jet ski right there. Looking straight into the eye of the barrel. The crowd love it. That's what they come here to see.
Great to see John find a barrel at his home break. This is the view from the sky now.
Yeah, look at that. You can see the jersey through the lip of the wave. Beautiful conditions here today. And our world champion showing us why he is that. One of the best surfers out here, even without a win.
Amazing to see that against the lower seeds and wild cards. With now 90 seconds to go, Gavin Beschen up. Styles his way through a little stretched out carve. Now he's got a lot of speed. Looking for a section to work with. Lines it up off the top and drills it. Fans on the beach loving his approach. He needed 2 new waves to come back, so he's going to call this one a heat.
Being able to identify the good ones as time ticks away.
Right on the buzzer. We'll see if Jadson got this wave in time.
Oh.
He ends up falling, so it's not going to affect the outcome of this heat. Andre was left chasing a 9.66 as we close this one out. And the world champ, John Florence, dominating this performance. An 8.83, then a 7.83, even finding a barrel as he is moving on into round 3 with a closer shot of winning this event for the first time in his career.